a mass communications major in the class of 2027, currently a sophomore. Today we'll be talking about Chapter 30 of Music for Media, Film, TV, and Games. Introduction. Music has a significant influence on emotional storytelling, depth of visuals, media in today's entertainment environment. Music has evolved into a crucial storytelling element for expansive cinematic scores of popular movies, the snub background noises in television dramas, and colorful act soundtracks of computer games. This chapter covers the function, creative approaches, and technology advancements that change television and video games worlds today through creation, production, and adaptation of music. Music for media. Music is essential to media because it heightens the narrative impact and emotional depth of visual information. Music is used in movies, TV series, and video games to set the tone, create tense, and advance narrative. According to Chapter 30, in 1950s and 1960s, as television eroded movie attendance and the 1948 court ordered divestment of studio-owned theaters, decimated studio profits, studio push for films and TV shows with themes that could be marked and sold separately, selling standalone musical themes extract from films, TV productions, and arranged in many other ways. All about music and media.
We are at the Black Web Fest with Walter. Creators, if you need to know what music you can use in your content, this is the guy we need to talk to. Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure, yeah. So I'm the founder and president of Live the Biz. We are a music business network organization where we talk about, music licensing, A&Ring, publishing, television, everything that revolves around music. So we educate producers and writers on what they need to know about the music business.
What are some mistakes that a lot of content creators do with their web series when it comes to music and licensing? What are some mistakes they make?
Sure, just not asking for permission. A lot of it is about, asking the content creators, can we use this music? Going to the artist and the writer and the producer to see if you're able to use their stuff. I feel like creators are they're going to hit me over the head with a lot of money. And it's no, if you ask them for it, they may be able to help you even more and give you that opportunity to give you the beat and the acapella and the things you may need to make it the best content possible. So,
would you suggest that they just use their original music?
That's a possibility too, as long as it sounds dope and that it fits your vision for the music. But you can also find some dope songs that you think are cool from some of your favorite artists, and it's just about reaching out and asking you that information. So
what's some information that they missed from the inside panel on music and licensing?
Sure. So we talked a lot about me and a phenomenal artist, Shayna, who's a musician who's had placements in different TV shows and films. We talked a lot about making sure that the artists understand the business aspect of it in terms of having their splits together. Who wrote what song, who owns that, and reaching out to directors and filmmakers. And then for the filmmakers, I'm reaching out to the artists directly. I'm hitting up on Instagram, researching them online. I'm looking up management to make that connetion. So just about bridging the gap and being about your business.
Be yourself in the music and media industry. It will carry you a long way. Don't be afraid to step your foot into that water and take risks because it can go a long way. Next, we'll be talking about film. And film is a poet kind of visual storytelling that use sound, vision, and narrative to present idea, concepts, and feelings to viewers. There are numerous genres in which film can be made, from action, drama to science fiction and documentaries, and each one offers a different approach to capturing audience attention. Next, we'll be talking about yesterday TV versus today.
The introduction of OLED TV is ushering in a new category of television. But how did we get here? After a spacewalk, an astronaut observed it is pitch black outside. Not the color black, but rather a complete absence of light.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Our perspective has evolved at an incredible pace in the past 50 years. 30 years before we walked on the moon, humankind got its first look at television in the 1939 New York World's Fair. This was a revolution in technology. But the world we see is in color, not black and white. 14 years later, a color image was produced by broadcasting 3 monochrome images simultaneously. Of course, we did not stop here.
Okay, that went on, but that's a long video. It basically summed up to talk about the video. It talked about the dynamic of the television growing from black and white to color up until now. So just evolving in game in general. Next, we're talking about evolving of game sounds. For gamers to have an immersive capture experience, game sounds design is important. Audio has developed with video games, from the early beeps to chimpanzees to the difficult soundcapes found in modern games of video games. Sounds include voice acting, background noises, music, and all effects, which improve the mood and narrative of the game. According to Chapter 30, in the late 1970s and early 1980s, a new avenue of mass media emerged, first on TV consoles and then on desktop computer video games. To this day, the game sound is dedicated by technology limitations, but early games had only enough memory for a few pieces of mono synthesized music. Conclusions. Some things that music for media, film, TV, and games emphasizes how important sound and music are in determining the narrative and emotional impact of media. Every medium used well provided audio to improve storytelling and draw viewers in, whether it's sweeping scores in movies, the background noises in TV series, or the social media and video games. From classical arrangements to digital songs and digital scores, the book highlights how music has changed in connection with the technological process. The relationship between music and viewer or player is changing along with media, with sound progressively playing as a central part in producing memorable experience. Here are my links. Thank you very much. Have a good one.